All right, so we've made it inside the River's End restaurant. I'm here with Bert Rangel. Bert, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Now you are the general manager?
I'm the general manager, owner, electrician, plumber.
Oh,
I get to do it. When you're a small business owner in a place like this, a town of 120 people, you get to do a lot. You get to do a lot. You participate from morning to night, and it's part of the love I have for this place.
It's you know what? I've lived in Sonoma County since 1985. I've been out here several times, and I emailed Bert a few days ago, and I sent you an email saying I was bringing my girlfriend out for a nice coastal getaway in Sonoma County, and I wanted to do a video, and I couldn't have thought of a nicer place to bring her than to bring her here for dinner. And you know, one of the reasons that I wanted to bring her here was just the ambiance of this restaurant. It's incredible.
I agree. I mean, it's one of the things that first drew me here. I was in awe of the transition of the Russian River into the Pacific Ocean, the location of being such a simple area of Jenner where there's not much development. This place has been here since 1927, and most of the homes in this area have been around since that time, and they're not much more than the homes you see now when you drive through Jenner. So we've been able to maintain the area pretty natural to the early days.
How long have you owned this business?
I've owned this place since 1998.
Okay, 1998. Let's do the math. That's what, about 12, 13?
13 years.
13 years. And are you from Sonoma County?
I was born and raised in Southern California.
Okay.
But I had the opportunity to do some work in Sacramento, and the first thing I wanted to do is see what this. At a very young age, I was exposed to food and wine, and through my parents, and I had this fascination with Napa, and so I had to see Napa and Sonoma.
All right.
When I first arrived, and we drove straight across with my then girlfriend, now wife. This is back probably 1992 when I first saw the River's End. And so we both went through Napa, we saw this little winding road to the ocean, and so we drove out to here. And we parked between cabin 1 and cabin 2, and this was one of our first getaways with Stephanie and I. And I was looking out in the ocean, and I said to her, I think this is where I'm going to end up someday. And she said to me, well, what do you mean, like Northern California, the Bay Area? I said, no, between cabin 1 and cabin 2.
Okay.
This is where I'm going to end up someday. And so I had it in my head that this is the kind of place I really wanted to spend my time.
Now you mentioned cabin 1, cabin 2. You know, a lot of times when people think River's End, they're thinking restaurant, fine dining. But you actually have accommodations. People can make an evening out of it, and then retire for the evening and go down and have a cabin. Hopefully you'll take us down and show us a cabin here after.
Yes, we only have, again, the cabins were built at the same time the restaurant was built.
Okay. And
the restaurant has been through a transition through time. And back in the day, say in the 20s, 30s, it was a fisherman's hangout. You could get a burger, you can get different drinks, beverages, as in more beer related, more fisherman focused versus a fine dining evening.
Right.
So the cabins were designed for fishermen, taking off for the evening, getting away from the wives, and going out there and hanging out for the day. And they're very simple back then. And we've modernized them and made them more into the River's End theme, more of a romantic destination.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now you said I heard you say burgers, and I'm thinking burgers, fine dining. I mean,
back then.
Let's talk about the menu. I think I even saw one of your staff members eating a burger here. What do you serve here at the River's End restaurant? What's the menu like?
Well, unlike a lot of fine dining establishments that will be open at just dinner, we do lunch and dinner, and we have two different calls. Sometimes there's people that have been hiking around or driving up and down the coast, and they just want to have a quick bite of fish and chips and a good quality burger. And so we grind our burger, top sirloin, every day We
Okay.
make the buns here in-house. We don't buy them, we make them. It's a brioche bun. We use a beautiful smoked cheddar cheese from Spring Hill Farms.
Wow.
And we try to utilize as much of this beautiful community that we have in the ingredients. So our lamb is local, our fish, obviously Dungeness crab is coming from these waters this time of year.
Uh-huh.
And so we'll feature a Dungeness crab tasting menu this time of year. We'll do a 5-course meal. We'll
Okay.
highlight this the Dungeness crab in a variety of ways, sometimes in ways that the guest isn't expecting to see. So
I noticed just coming in the door that there was an award on the wall from the Wine Spectator. Let's you can't have good food without having good wine. Let's talk a moment about that award that you got from the Wine Spectator.
well, the Spectator recognized us for having one of the better wine lists in America, and so we have about 120 wines on our list, featuring Sonoma County. We do go out to other areas like Napa.
Sure.
We recognize them for some of their strengths there. We do have some beautiful wines from that county. In addition, we'll bring in some wines, some other up-and-coming Pinot regions from around California. I really love Santa Lucia Highlands down Monterey way. So we'll bring a bottle or two just to show. Sometimes folks have been tasting all weekend long.
Right,
They want to
right.
try something different. We also get to feature some things from outside the country. That some of my guys here, they'll get to taste a Pinot Blanc from northern Italy, from a little village right across the Austrian border, and we're all crazy about it. So we'll get to feature that and share that. A lot of what we do here, we get excited about sharing new experiences, and whether it's having the elk done on the menu, we'll do that sometimes during the year, or making a Dungeness crab dish with mole, which again people don't expect
that
having.
sounds good.
And it's really outstanding, and pairing it with just the right wine, and it's fun to surprise and share those experiences with people.
You know, I'm getting hungry, Bert. Talking about all this food.
You're in the right place.
So we're we're gonna have dinner tonight, and you know, this is I don't think I mentioned this to you, but this trip out to the coast was my Christmas present for my lovely girlfriend Lorena. And is there one thing on the menu that you might recommend that you know that Lorena have tonight that's just really special and is going to score me some good points?
Well, I'll do my best.
All right.
But we can't create miracles here. But what we can do is really, I think the fun thing about what we do is we're not in San Francisco where once you're done here you're off to the next thing. We're gonna go to a
Right.
show. We're gonna go to a concert. This is it. This is your entertainment for the evening. You come in and it's really designed for a couple to come and actually have a conversation, dine again, take some time, eat for 2 hours, 3 hours.
You mean I'm going to have to talk that long tonight?
I don't think you'll have that problem.
Oh.
You're gonna enjoy yourself here,
All right.
and you're gonna start with some Tamales Bay oysters, some
All right.
Miyagi oysters. We prepare those with a little touch of a whitefish caviar that's been brined in wasabi.
Wow.
Just a little touch, just to
Okay.
give a little essence of the wasabi, and then we do a ginger mignonette, a ginger lime mignonette, and then I pair that with usually a Pinot Blanc or a Chenin Blanc, and it really elevates the experience of having oysters that are super fresh.
Wow.
And we only serve the best available. And then from there, I would recommend possibly having. I love our ahi poke,
Okay.
and that is probably again a second course, and then maybe follow that with a beet salad and share that, and then enjoy one of our maybe possibly the filet mignon here is fantastic. It's prime beef and it's beautifully prepared with our guys. And talking about the food, we talk a lot about our menu and food, but you can't. Our guys, our staff here.
Your staff. Let's
Yeah.
talk about your staff. What do you think's important to share with people from around the world that are tuning into this video about the staff here? What about the staff makes this one of the more special romantic places in Sonoma County to have dinner?
Well, you know, I've been here, as I mentioned, 13 years, and our team has probably I have many members here 10 years plus.
Mm-hmm.
We have one lady who was here before I was here, 17 years now. the team, the kitchen environment, the dining room environment. It is a harmonious group. I'm so proud. If I can be happy about my accomplishments here, it's really about bringing together a family that works professionally, that expects a high level of quality in the work that each other does. We work beautifully together, and it's not like those kitchens that you'll see on TV. The craziness of a chef and the screaming and yelling and all that. That doesn't happen here.
No.
That's in fantasy world. That's short lived. We have a team that really works and respects each other as human beings, and I think you can't do that. You can't provide a guest a special experience if the people providing that experience, if that's not genuine.
Right.
And so that's one of the things we try to provide here. Our staff is that, to me, we have to provide that environment for our staff to be able to provide that service to our guests.
You know, this is the first time that I've met you. I've never met you before. And just sitting here talking to you, actually I met you, 15, 20 minutes ago. And as I sit here talking to you, I can just sense the passion you have and the pride that you have in this restaurant and this business. And that is something that is so important, you know, to have as a business owner. And it's something that I can recognize just sitting here talking to you.
There's a lot to be proud of. I mean, this is God-given, right? The location.
Yes.
But to be able to provide the staffing, the ingredients that we go out and seek out just the right things to share, the community, the people that are out there doing the work they do, whether it's the duck provider or the lamb provider, the fishermen that are out there late night. You can see tonight. You'll see it'll be like this the galaxy out there with lights, with the fishermen working all through the night to provide us with the Dungeness crab.
Wow.
So it's a every time I leave here at the end of the night and walk down to my house, or if I get up in the middle of the night, I look out the window and I see the ocean. I'm so appreciative of these people that work so hard out there to provide this delicacy.
Lorena, I think, likes escargot, which was that's snail, right?
Yes.
You have any of that on the menu?
We do.
We do?
It's only on the children's menu.
It's on the children's menu. Okay.
Only. We don't have it on the adult menu.
Well, Lorena,
because the kids, little boy, they love to dare each other and order it.
All right. Well,
and so it's only on the.
As you get to know Lorena through the evening tonight, you'll see that she very much is a kid at heart.
Oh, wonderful.
So let's wrap this up, and if we can, let's go down and look at a cabin or two if we could, and look at the rest of the property.
Great.
So we're going to go down and look at some cabins here at the River's End Restaurant and Inn, and we'll be back in just a few.